Welcome back to Cruise Gurus with Jonathan and Jennifer.
Yeah.
And today I think we're going to be talking about our cabin tour. We had a chance. We are in the second leg of a cruise on the Regal Princess, and when we had a layover, a one-day layover in Fort Lauderdale, we had a chance to film a bunch of the empty cabins, and so kind of give you a feel for what the different layouts are like.
Yeah, I think that it can be kind of confusing to know what the difference is between an interior cabin, a accessible cabin, a balcony versus a deluxe balcony, and suites and mini suites and all that kind of stuff. So hopefully this just helps give you a real visual of those things. Right.
Let's first understand how the Regal Princess is arranged. Decks featuring public amenities, restaurants, cafes, bars, the piazza, even the medical center and the gangway, guest services, etc. are all going to be on decks 4, 5, 6, and 7. There are no staterooms on those 4 floors. Crew areas are below that, so guests do not have access to decks below deck 4. The stateroom decks on floors 8, 9, and 10 have some interior, some balcony, and some suites. And the same will be true on decks 11, 12, and 14. Note there's no deck 13 because it's considered an unlucky number, just like in hotels. Deck 15, the marina deck, is the final floor that has only staterooms and no public rooms. Deck 16, on the other hand, is a combination of both public spaces and guest cabins. The top 3 decks, the Sun, Sports and Sky, 17, 18, and 19, again, are all public areas and outdoor areas. Just a quick explanation of some cruise ship terminology. Forward is the front of the ship, aft is the back of the ship. At the forward front is the bow of the ship, and at the back of the ship is the stern of the ship. There are forward elevators and aft elevators, and they define the middle of the ship. And the middle section is called midship, and midship will have its own set of elevators. And like most cruise ships, midship is important on the Regal Princess. That's where most of the action's happening. A couple of other things that will help familiarize you with the ship's layout is to know that all of the odd-numbered rooms are on the starboard side of the ship, and all of the even-numbered rooms are on the port side of the ship. And every room will start with a letter, and that stands for the name of the floor that you're on. So if we're in D205, that means we're on the 9th floor, Dolphin, in room 205, which is going to be on the starboard side. It would also be helpful to know that the room numbers start at the very forward part of the ship with the number 100, and they end at the aft end of the ship, the back end of the ship, in the 700s. We're going to start our tour with cabin D205. This is the cabin we stayed in, so we feel comfortable being able to give you a real tour. We'll cover lots of details so that we can compare those when we show you the other cabins. Using the medallion that you either pick up when you arrive at the cruise port or have sent to your home, you will swipe it across the panel at the entrance to your door, and that will allow you in. No more keys. This panel is also where you will touch to let your room attendant know that you're ready for cleanup or that you would like privacy. No more door hangers. It used to be that you needed to put your key card into this slot in order to make your lights work, but that's no longer the case. They will have a card in that slot. You just leave it there for the duration of your cruise, and your lights are all right there at the entrance. One is for the main bedroom area and one is for the front hall area. In this cabin, as you enter, the closet alcove is immediately on the right, and the restroom is immediately to the right of that. The closet has quite a bit of hanging space and will come with wooden hangers. You can request more through the app or with your room attendant. they generally will bring you wire hangers for the rest. This safe is a typical cruise ship safe. You can lock it and unlock it using your personalized pin. The shelving in the cabinet is obviously useful, and there is a door that closes. And there is one high shelf above the hanging space where they keep life vests, but we were able to fit in some lesser used items there. This is one of the problem areas in the cabin. When you open the restroom door, you are opening it directly into the closet area, so you really can't have two people in that area at the same time. There is a motion activated light that will turn on as you walk by, and that is enabled all the time, stays lit for about 2 minutes. In the bathroom, you have a single sink, a toilet, 3 shelves, and a shower stall with a handheld shower wand. They do include a grab bar and some toiletries. On the vanity, you'll have hand soap and body lotion, and in the shower, you will have a body wash and a shampoo conditioner combination. You can request robes via the app or your room attendant at no charge. Just inside the front door is a full-length mirror, and it's actually well positioned so that from inside the closet, you can see directly into it. Coming from the closet and restroom area, you walk into the main bedroom. This is also your sitting area, workspace, and access to your balcony. Beds can either be set up as 2 twin beds or pushed together for 1 queen bed. If it's 1 queen bed, we did not have a huge ridge between the 2 of us, but you are aware that there's 2 separate beds. Your bed will be made up with a bottom sheet, a top sheet, and then a synthetic comforter that is couched between 2 flat sheets. When you arrive, there will be a thick plastic bed runner at the end of your bed so that you can put luggage and unpack from there. Throughout your cruise, your room attendant will change that to be a decorative fabric bed runner. The sitting area is comprised of a small love seat and a small coffee table. In our room, this is a deluxe balcony, and so that love seat can be opened up to create another small double-sized bed. Cabins in all categories come with a mini fridge. On Princess, we're grateful they do not fill those mini fridges, so you're able to put your things in there. You are allowed to bring 1 bottle of wine on board without paying a corkage fee. After that, it is a corkage fee that you pay whether you drink it in your room or elsewhere on the ship. In this cabin, the desk space has only 1 drawer. It's a large drawer, and that's where the hairdryer is, but you will find in other cabins there is more drawer space. All cabins have a telephone and a desk area. Just like at home, I expect the telephones will become obsolete as you're able to order room service and everything else you want on your app. But they are there for now, and you can make room-to-room calls. The most important part about the desk area is the plug and USB port system. There is a total of 3 plugs, 2 American plugs and 1 European plug. There are no USB ports, and these are the only outlets in the entire room. Your balcony has a double drape system. One is just a sheer curtain, the other is a blackout drape that, when closed, will keep your room incredibly dark. The balcony is big enough for 2 chairs and a small table, and the partitions between balconies can be opened if you are sharing your cabin or have neighbors next door. This is an unobstructed balcony with toughened glass. Even at the deluxe balcony levels, you can have an obstructed view or even a metal balcony. Every cabin class has a TV with a full entertainment system on board. You can watch movies, videos, get quite a bit of ship information. There's even a bow camera, and you will watch your safety briefing there. Every cabin has its own temperature control device, and you're able to change that warmer or colder to suit your needs. Now that we've looked at this cabin, let's go see a few others. D137 is on the same hall, on the same floor as the previous one. It's just on the other side of the hall. It's an interior cabin. Interior cabin is going to feature a bathroom that is exactly the same as the one we just looked at, a closet area that is also exactly the same as the one we looked at. The room space is a bit smaller, features a bed that can either be divided in 2 for 2 singles or have one with the 2 nightstands. The desk is the same, although it does feature more drawers than the one we just looked at. It does have a TV, but it does not have a couch or chairs. The next room we're going to look at is D423, also on the starboard side, also on deck 9. This is an interior room, but is an interior room for 4 people with 2 upper bunks. Those bunks will fold up during the day. This is a handicap accessible room, so it does have a much larger bathroom and a different floor layout. The closet is a closed cabinet wardrobe over here. Behind the door, you still have that same problem with the bathroom door opening into the closet door area. Besides the center desk and the nightstands, there is an additional closet space over on the side. This has a wardrobe area, the mini fridge, and some shelving. It is important to recognize that the beds in this room cannot be brought together. They are separate. Staying on the same side as the ship and the same floor, we're now going to go to D303, which is an accessible cabin with a balcony. This is a different layout than you would find in a regular balcony cabin with a slightly larger balcony. It is longer, not necessarily wider. Most importantly, there is a ramp that connects the inside to the outer deck so that you can wheel over it if you're in either a wheelchair or a scooter, or if you're using a walker, you don't have to lift. You can have the beds arranged as 2 singles or as a queen. You have the 2 night tables. You do not have a couch or love seat in this room. You do have a chair. You've got the desk with a mini fridge in it and some drawers, and it's a longer desk space. And instead of having the closet in the alcove, you have a standing wardrobe in the center of the room, which means that none of the doors get in the way as you're trying to open them or open the bathroom. It's all very easy to manage. There is still a TV. It just isn't right in front of the bed. It's a little bit off to the side. And then, of course, the restroom is accessible throughout with grab bars and a large roll-in shower. The sink and shelf space is the same as the others, and the toilet is the same as the others. We are now at the forward part of the ship in cabin 121. It is going to be forward starboard side. This is a suite level stateroom. And you will see that there are 2 separate rooms and 2 connected bathroom areas. In this front room, you have a full-size sofa, a easy chair, as well as a desk chair at the desk. Additionally, there is a bar with a mini fridge and additional storage. This main living area includes a large storage cabinet. There are outlets and the telephone at the desk area. This sliding door is the only access to the balcony. This is a regular sized balcony, and it is the most forward balcony on this floor. You enter the additional bedroom, and there is a bathroom on the left, and this is a large bathroom with a walk-in shower, a soaking tub, and a double vanity. It has a door that connects it to the powder room, a toilet, and a vanity that was at the entrance of the suite. Just outside the restroom is another large wardrobe with full-length mirror and shelving as well as hanging space. Adjacent to that is another desk, another club chair, a desk chair, and this desk acts more like a vanity and does have another set of plugs and a phone. There is a second TV in this room. Again, the beds can be arranged as a queen or 2 singles, and there's a special lighting fixture above the bed. Out the front windows, you have the view off the bow. This is what the captain sees from the bridge. While you don't have a balcony out front, you do have this view through the windows. And if you were doing a cruise that had a lot of scenic cruising, I think this would really be special. From here, we're going to go see a different suite. This is D727, and it is in the aft of the ship on the corner overlooking the stern. These suites are known for their huge wraparound balconies and large interior spaces. This is configured similarly to the forward suite that we just saw, where it has a powder room or sink and toilet with a connecting door to the wet room that's attached to the bedroom. The entrance is into a large living area with a desk, a mini bar, a full-sized couch, a club chair, a TV, and a coffee table. Next to the couch is a side table with additional storage. The best part of this room is that it has access to this huge balcony out the back. There is a table with 4 chairs, 2 full lounge chairs along with side tables, and it wraps all the way around to the more narrow deck on the side, but that deck on the side also has an entrance into the bedroom. The bedroom in this suite is actually a bit smaller. It has the same decorative light over the beds. It has a TV, and it does have another desk and larger wardrobe. As was the case with the other suite, you have a door adjacent to the wardrobe that will take you into the large wet room with access to that powder room. It is the same wet room with a full tub, an extended vanity, and a walk-in shower.
And if you find this video helpful, or you want to know a little bit more, we have a video available about this cabin that we're in.
Like, this was a 1-month trip, and so we do 1 to 3 months. I think we even did a 4-month one time. So we spend a lot of time on cruise ships, and we want to show you how we outfit our room for those long-term travels. It's a little bit of how we pack, but a lot of how we organize the room so that you can function in your 300 square feet
For a month.
See you on more of our Cruise Gurus videos.
Cruise Gurus. Hey, welcome back to Cruise Gurus.
Cruise Gurus with Jonathan and Jennifer.